Good afternoon. So, it's noon. I'm live. And now I'm waiting for you guys. So, hi, Chris. I said I was going to work on canvas, and I think it's a little bit bigger than A4. And my rice paper I'm gonna use. And I've got a whole bucket of full with papers, a stencil, just goodies that I think I want to use. Got some elements also. Hi, Jamie. Some embellishments. Don't know which ones I'm gonna use yet, but have them ready. That's my dog making a whole lot of noise. Hi, Annie. So, my rice paper. I'm not going to use the whole rice paper. I'm going to take out the face and this part, and that's what I'm going to work with. To take my rice paper out, I'm going to wet it a little bit so it would tear a little bit better. And you don't have to be precise. So from the whole rice paper is only this part for now that I want to use. The canvas already has been pre-gessoed, so I don't have to. And there's some scrap paper I have that I'm gonna put down first to give it more texture and interest. And also it's gonna show up in the face and in the rice paper. And that's gonna look quite nice. At least that's what I think. So that's gonna happen first. I'm not gonna stick the whole paper down, just parts of it. Doesn't have to be precise, but I do know that I want the letters under the lady. So that is going to happen first. I'm using gel medium matte, but any other one will, lime will help. Will help you to put it down. Hi, Jax. See what I did by not looking. I'm putting a lot because you can always take it out under, but I want it to be firm to my canvas. Also putting the matte medium on top to seal it. I'm gonna use this pattern. glue it down also. And then I have to dry it. Can't be sticky when you're working on it. Oh, sorry Annie, see you just now. Always feel your work, because if it still feels cold, that means it's still wet. Underneath, everything feels warm now, so time to get. Okay, so I've got my base, what I wanted, and now I have to start looking, because the hair bit I want it back, and the hair bit I want it with my embellishments. Also going to use my mask to make some texture. This one will be for the end. So as I said, I've got some embellishments that I might be using. And first of all, and this is just to show you a little bit what you can use. I saw this between my stash, and I was thinking, since she's having a pearl necklace later, I'll be using this to cover the pearl necklace. Maybe. Don't know yet. We'll see. Got some rope. Got some diamonds in 2 different colors. Paper flowers. Gears. Keys. This is I've made this from resin. These are die cuts. Thicker one from card box. So, and then I've got my, I think it's iron bronze, whatever, because these different ones I want to be using for the hair, the flower that you saw before. So that's gonna cover this part. Let me show you. If you can see, this is the hair part. So I'm going to replace it with my elements, small ones, big ones, whatever ones I like. First I need to know which ones I want to use. And then these will have to be glued down with my heavy gel medium. Gonna be something like this. When it's down already and I've glued it down, then we can pre-gesso it also. And the parts that are left over, I've got leaves and flowers a little bit still. I think the roses are too big, but I think it's daisies. And just take some of them out now. Not that I'm going to use all, but let me see. These are the leaves. The daisies. There are 3 different kinds. They are plastic and fabric. So so what I want to layer down first now are my leaves, and my leaves and my flowers, these ones at least, I don't want to gesso. So what I'm going to do is gesso these ones first, and then while they are drying in between, I will just put them on the paper for handiness. Good to have you back, Annie. Yeah, hopefully you will. I've noticed since Corona time, the Wi-Fi is not that stable, because a lot of people are using it now. They are at home, working at home. So everybody is using the Wi-Fi or Wi-Fi. need. So just gonna gesso everything. It doesn't need to be a very thick layer as far as you touch everything. Don't forget to gesso your sides, because most people only touch up and forget the sides. And if everything is glued down already, then it's difficult sometimes. If you pre-gesso them, it's the ones that is up. If you spray them, or if you use wax, the color will come out better, more lovely than when you don't gesso it, because it's dark already. It's the ink is gonna slide between, and it might be just so that you don't see the color. If well, it's almost any paint that you can use on the gesso, or any paint you can use on the gesso, also any sprays. I know with the Cadence stuff that I'm sorry. It's my nephew from Belgium trying to reach me. I told him already I'm live. He's not looking at his matches. What was I saying? Oh, the paints from Cadence, they will go immediately on your embellishments. You don't need gesso for it, only when you have dark colors like this. Of course, your color is going to be darker, so that's why I gesso. You guys having also such good weather? Yesterday it was 34 degrees here. Pretty warm. It's a little bit colder now. Little breeze from the wind. Other than that, it's warm. You can see I'm not putting a very thick coat, just thin coat. That's all it needs. So my fingers are dirty already, so what I have, I can put it back with my finger. And more than that, I don't need to gesso. And so I'm gonna dry this a little bit, and then I'm gonna put them down with my glue, and then I'm going to think of what color I want to use, because me, I'm not a pink fan, so I'm sorry, Annie. Well, you know yourself, you can watch back. Hi, Louise. That's okay, we didn't do much yet. I just glued down my paper and my rice paper, and I just put my embellishments, drying them now. And I know it's an odd time, but I have to work from 4 till 9, so between 4 and 9 is always difficult for me to go online and do a live. Sometimes I'm even talking to myself. Everybody's watching it back, but I don't mind. Okay. This part needs to be dried off. So, now, my embellishments. No, me, I don't mind. I do it a lot, or I talk to my dog. My dog is always here. So, don't have problem with talking to myself. Okay, these leaves, they came from flowers, from the flower pot. Don't know how you call it, but the plastic, I have to take it off, because if I don't take it off, it's going to be up and in our way, and in this case it's not helpful. So what I want to do is some of the leaves first, glue them down. You want to cut as close as you can to the leaves, so you try and get all the plastic off. Yeah, my hobby is also at work, so guess we are used to it. Let me come and close this one, then I'll take my heavy. It's extra heavy, gel medium. Okay. And I took as much. This plastic doesn't want to go off. Okay, there it is. Because the flatter it is, the better it is. And I'll cut in a little bit more in the middle, so it's a little bit more flexible where I want to turn it. All you do is just put some down and place it where you want it, because it's going to be glued down. So just cover it. I thought I cut it already. Yeah, I know sometimes it doesn't work all the time. Look, I'm lucky now. That's why I'm cutting first, because if I don't cut, it doesn't come off. And you can see I'm a messy. I'm messy. Everything is always full with everything. I don't mind. I'll clean it after. The only thing I forgot is to put, normally I put a bucket with water here, so that my stencils and all my tools can go in immediately. Oh well. Let me see if I have enough of the leaves, because later you are going to manipulate them a little bit so that the eye, you can still see it. So put a fair amount of glue and put them down. Where you want them. Then you can also manipulate a little bit of the leaves. I like to put much glue down. I don't use the glue gun because in my experience, the glue gun, after a while, it doesn't hold it anymore, and it will come loose from your canvas. So I only use it for like paper or things like that, or to just, you know, hold it. If I would have used it now, then it's holding it firm, and then the gel medium can dry the 24 hours that it needs to dry, because it's much. As you can see, I'm doing it random, and then everything on the leaves I will put it under also to hold it. The lime will soak through the leaves, but it takes a little bit of time. Needs a little bit more. Okay, I'm gonna put it here. Then the leaf is up a little and down. And then I need to use a little bit more here to hold it in place. Okay. Now the tricky part, because my glue is all the way wet, so I can't work there for now. What I want to do is dry it a little bit, but you also have to be very careful, because the leaves, if they get too hot, they will melt. I'm not bothered with it, but you have to be careful. I just want it a little bit so it will stay. You can see already they are forming already, see, from the heat. So, oops. You have to be careful. That's why I didn't put the plastic in between. You were just wrestling, Annie. Running in and out. So I know it's not enough, but it's holding it a little bit. So I'm happy with that for now. So what I'm going to do is a little bit, while I'm working on this space and here, I'll put something heavy on top that hopefully is not going to be in my way. For now, that it keeps it a little bit, so I can maneuver it from here. I hope you guys can see. If not, I will do the bit. If it's not working out, I will do it in 2 parts, so don't worry. Then I will come back tomorrow if necessary. Gears. I don't want to use gears and keys because I'm in the flowery scene already. My diamonds, I cannot. I need the rope. This one is for later. My paper flowers later. I cannot look at it, so I'll be using my stencil if I know where I kept it. One stencil. Okay, found it. This stencil is also from Cadence, and I'm going to use texture paste. I'm going to put it on the white and a little bit on our body. No, this is the one with grit inside. I don't want the one with grit. This has a little, I think it's sand inside. I just want this one for now. Going to create little bits. I'm not putting it on very heavy, just a small layer, a thin layer I should say. Because I just want the texture to be there. Peek. Yeah, that's how I want it. And I'm moving a little bit here. Let me see exactly from here and here. So you can see just a thin layer, nothing special under the leaves. That's what you need. And I will come back to this little part here later. Gonna dry this one now. Okay, sticking this on the modeling paste, that will hold it also. Now, hopefully this worked enough to hold it. A little bit firm down. Yep, it's helped me a little. I have to be careful, but he's doing his job. So this is what I've got so far, and I'm happy you can see it well, because you can see the features of the face and everything. The neck but we are gonna work on that a little bit, give it a little bit more color. And you can do that with a pencil or anything you like. I'm gonna use nail color too. To just give it a little bit of the pinkish. Put it back in. If you don't put it too much, it will dry. But it will just give you that extra little bit of color. I think it's metal, Louise. But thin metal, not very thick. But you can also use paper flowers. Anyone you have, even make them yourself. I have some here. I didn't use them yet, maybe later. But made them myself. Just put them in here. Some of them I bought. So anyone will do. And use this a little bit over her neck, just to make it a little bit more visual. You don't have to shade because the shade is there, and if you keep your whatever you are using a little bit translucent, so if it's paint you are going to use, then add water. That will make it translucent. Thank you. It's because I just sewed over them, so now that's why you see them stand out. Now the nail color too, you can see the difference now a little bit. It's also wet, so but it gives it a little bit more color. Okay. Oops, sorry. So now you have this part that is white. You've covered this. You already covered this with your modeling paste. And now I want to start coloring this part first, give it a color first before I do anything else. I'm gonna put it on the side. Let me keep this for now, because I can be very messy. I'm sure I'm not the only one. Hi Caroline. Thank you, Annie. Okay, now I've got my lace with the pearls, and she was wearing, if you can see it well, she's wearing a pearl necklace. So I want to replace the drawing part to the part where I put my lace with the pearls. So approximately I need this, and what I'm going to do is one of the pearls, I'm gonna try to wiggle it out because I don't need it and I want it out so I can turn it around. See, the lace, I can turn it around. This is going to be hiding under the leaf, so that part doesn't matter, but the part here in front, I don't want it. So I can use what Annie taught me with the paver pole. I have it in a little pot, so I don't have to, because I have the big bucket, so I keep it in the small covers. I'm gonna do it, so I'm gonna use my fingers. Make it soaking. Because my gloves are still up and it's only a little part. So now the part where I cut the pearl, that part, I'm putting it down first. Then this part, I'm laying it down like this. So it's round, it's a neck, so you have to look what you are doing. And I'm also gonna put a little bit of my matte medium because of the pearls. So then I can later manipulate my fabric and my pearls are firm in. So and I'm also turning it a little bit so it's around. The paver pole is also translucent, so it will also not show. Okay, my part where I have to dry and be careful again. And my fingers are sticky, so be careful again because the pearls are plastic. The leaves can also melt, so you have to be careful what you are doing. So that you are not burning it. The pearls, when they burn, as you can see what I did here, because it got too hot, it doesn't matter because you can always give it the color later that you want to. Okay, that's enough. That one is with lime. Can go. Always use a lot of baby wipes. Now, my rope. I'm gonna just cut off a piece, and then this one is twirled, so I'm gonna twirl it back and take it apart. This part I'm going to cut off. And then with my medium, I'm going to place it in between. Now, you don't have to worry the way I'm placing it, because later you will not see it anymore. Just take them out of each other. You can even with your scissors even them so they are not even all over. You can also use raffia if you want to. I like rope better because I can use it in various ways. And you have the one also, the one with the iron thread in. If you have that one, then you can twist it around the way you want to. Yeah, a little bit too long. Oops. Let me just place it here. You see, I'm just putting a fair amount of my medium. What I don't need, I can take it off. So, and I rather have too much than too little, because it's drying up translucent anyway. Okay, now for the painting on the side, because that is plastic, so I will put this in between later, because I first want to color those ones when it's dried a little bit. I want to let it rest for now a little bit before I do anything. The colors, let me see what color I want to use, because I like blues and greens. And I have various colors. is gray. That is metallic. This is oak color, warm oud. Yeah, warm oud. And just gonna use my fingers to go over it. If I use a paintbrush, then I will get this, and I don't want it. I don't want everything to be covered, so I want to leave some whites. The only part where I might use a paintbrush is this part here. And so I can spread it a little bit, but not too much. So then I've laid down my color. Back again. Annie. Oh, you must be so irritated being thrown out every time. Want some pearls or nah, too much. No. Still have some feathers. You never know. If I don't see it, I don't use it. So yeah, I can imagine that is driving you nuts. Okay, what do I want to do? This color is a little bit plain for me, so I want to add the same color, but it's a wax and relief paste, and it has shimmer in. This one has a little shimmer. That one has a whole lot of shimmer. For now, because this one also has like sand, something sandy inside. So just placing it here and there to break the color up and not having everything looking the same. Speak English, stupid English. Yeah, okay. Yeah, they look nice on the video, but when you are looking at it live, it doesn't look as nice because you can see where the gesso touched, didn't touch, those kind of things. See how the color broke up now? Not only one color. It has a little bit of a shimmer in it now. Shimmer. And what I'm going to do is also you mean the flowers? No, the flowers is gonna get a color. You can make them more white, and then obviously you need a white paint, but you can also color them in different ways. And I'm going to use my 3 colors that I've already used, but you will see me just now. Because actually it's really, it's pretty when I'm looking at the screen. The white is very pretty. Okay, let me dry this one first before we decide. But you can also help me, tell me, would you like it white or would you like different color? Okay, yeah, almost hard, so I can maneuver that the way I want it. I want it a little bit up, and look at my glass bits. Anybody recognize these? They used to be a big hype. You put them in a vase with flowers, and you'll be looking at the glass. Well, I'm going to use them here, there, and somewhere later. Okay, Louis says more color. We can do that. It's going to be subtle. I will first put some paint, and I took out my twin magic. So I can use that also. Then I will still have my little bit blue. Let me, okay. Spiky. See, this is very subtle. And I don't need to touch everything. Because I'm also going to use the shiny stuff. And you can use a spray But if I use the spray, then my leaves, everything will color, and at this moment I don't like it, because actually the rice paper colors are pinkish, and I don't like pink so much, so that's why I'm using a warm brown color, or terracotta if you will. See the difference? Art, Art Nouveau inspired. Thank you. Okay, I'm gonna dry it a little bit. Be careful again. Don't leave every time. Okay, time for some shimmer. Going to use my finger wax. I hope you can see the shimmer a little bit. This has a whole lot of shimmer. And the twin. Why am I laying everything down first with colors? Because my flowers, I want to keep them the color they are already, to break it up a little bit. And if I have to do that while they are here already, glued down, I know me, myself and I, they will end up having different color, because I cannot keep them clean. Not doing them all the way. I'm just touching up with the finger wax and then drying it again. Because the twin color I'm gonna use at last, so I can also put a little on the white flower. Take this away before I put my flowers inside. Okay, so you just have to look how long or not long you will leave your white flower in between. It's a little bit tricky, but you just put them between and see if you need the medium, because some of them are still not dried. So if you leave it a little bit longer, you can just place them between. But the white flowers are not as flexible as these small ones. You can see the stem is very flexible. Well, this one are a little bit harder. So sorry, Annie. It's very irritating indeed. So just placing them randomly, and it's just all about decisions, the way you want them. Turn it around so you can see it, because it's going to hang somewhere or stand somewhere. So your flowers, you have to see them and look at them. So just turn your work around for you to see where you want everything. And then you just place them. I need one more. Odd numbers. But I need it somewhere here. Okay. Try and see if I can get it between. Yes. Okay, for now, I still want a little. So that makes me happy. clean up my hands a little bit, and then I'll be going to my wax again. I'm happy here. Here still needs work because it's dominating now. The color is dominating. So with my twin wax, I will still use it. To make a difference of color. And then later, I think I'll be using some gold letters, so some gold paste. I think that will look fab. Because this is bluish goldish, I think. Yeah, this one is with gold. The shyness. And you can see now why. And I'm leaving a fair thick coat of this. Touching the white here and there also. It's just a touch here and there on the white flower to break up the color. Okay, I'm happy with this. I still have, because the text, let me see. Let me first use the text before I start placing all these elements. And my gold. Did I keep it here? It's metallic gold. It's like a paste. And stay calm and dream big. Speak kindly, say I love you, tell the truth. Be happy and proud of yourself. I like. Be grateful, no fighting. And then stay calm and dream big. Place this one here. And I'm putting a thicker coat than before. Because of the paste that is there already, the white paste that we put before. Okay. Stay calm, dream. The other one didn't turn out the way I wanted, so that's why I took it away. Doesn't matter. Be happy and proud of yourself is going somewhere here. Yes. Okay. That has to dry. Let me clean up most of the paste here. I'm gonna dry with a dry cloth over it, up and under. Takes it off, then later I can just, but if I leave everything, then later I won't get it off anymore. So I can see the letters. I don't know if you are able to see. If you come close, then you can see what is written there. Stay calm, dream, be happy and proud of yourself. So now the glass, you just have to put a lot and see. You press it down. Any product that is coming out now, you can go around and take it away. To balance it, either use 3 or use 5. 5 is going to be too much, so it's going to be 3. It's always odd numbers that you have to use. Somehow the eye cannot process if you only put 3 or only put 2, I mean. Okay, now I was thinking either to use the pearl inside or the white ones. I think it's going to be pearl because I have pearl here also. Not difficult. You have to take gel medium, and then inside you put it, and then you put this on top. I need a small pencil that I can use. Put the lime inside. Now with the tweezers, you put it in and let it dry. And the same thing again, any lime that he pushes out, you will just take it away. One here and here. My fingers, they look terrible. Oops. It's lime and paint all over. So they will have a little pearl there and here. Smaller one there. One fits here and here. Trying to see if I can fit just pearls in all of the flowers. Yes, almost. Almost. The small one needs a smaller pearl. If the pearls are in, then we are done. How small? Okay. And that's it. That's all. So you have a little bit of 3D on your canvas. Not much. Let me see if I can hold it up. I have to stand up, sorry. I have to put out the light, otherwise I cannot see if you will see it. Okay, See the line from the text, the white coming out, and this is the lady. And this is the project. I hope you liked it. I hope I inspired you to do some of your own. If any questions for later, just put it under this this video, and I will come back and answer them for you. Have a lovely evening. Bye.